All right. Now that we prepared ourselves with this scary sound,
Maybe
we are now going to make the Mark and Brian scary call of the day.
You know, a lot of people can't handle this. A lot of people, if you're weak at heart,
Then
maybe
you should stop listening for a minute.
because the scary call of the day has arrived. All right.
We have a guy. Is he on the phone or do we call him? Okay.
Today, we're going to be talking to a guy who has actually seen a ghost. Reeds, get ready.
He works with urns. He's one of those guys that puts the ashes in the urns.
Where is this? Who is he? What's his name?
Emmett Watson.
Emmett.
Mr. Watson,
Yes, sir.
thanks for going on the air with us.
No problem.
Now, Emmett, you're the caretaker of people's ashes?
I'm the caretaker for the columbarium. That does mean putting remains into urns. Also, whatever else have to be did around here, from the gardener to the maintenance man to the painter to the tour guide.
Oh, so you do it all.
I do it all.
All right. Now, the place that you work, describe that. Is it a house? What kind of a building is it?
It's a Roman Greek architecture building.
Wow.
Roman Greek, as in the Romans, they used to have little holes in the walls where they used to keep pigeons.
Oh, sure.
So that's where that idea came from.
Wow.
So,
Cahill, the one that designed Mount Rushmore, he's the one that designed this one. It's about 3 stories, round, as I say, Roman Greek, the only one of its kind that's left.
so, Emmett, we understand that this particular columbarium is haunted.
No, it's not haunted.
Is it haunted?
No,
Is it... You saw a ghost there?
right, but that does not mean hunted.
Oh. Well, what does it mean?
It just means that I saw a young girl that passed away in 1907.
Now, when you say you saw, tell us the story. Where were you? What were you doing right as this girl's ghost appears?
Well, I was painting this certain area, maybe about 20, 25 feet away,
Oh, okay.
sitting on a scaffold. I heard a little girl talking. So I bent down. I had to kind of bend down because there was a ledge in my way.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was, her legs were so white. That's the first thing I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not looking at her as a spirit. It was just a little girl to me. She was talking like she was talking to somebody.
So she wasn't transparent or anything?
No, not actually. She was just pale white.
Okay.
Okay, so she get by this particular column. I'm waiting for her to come out on the opposite side, but she didn't. She stopped talking also. So I got kind of curious. I got off my ladder. I walked around all 8 rooms. No little girl. I walked to the front door. I had this young man standing there kind of sweeping in the front. And I said, "You see the little girl with those white legs?" And he looked at me and said, "What little girl?" Okay? So I left it alone. About a month and a half later, a big PG&E truck came into the parking lot. A man and a woman got out of the truck,
Yeah.
walked into the building, and normally when people walk in the building that I have never saw, I kind of follow them. Not as they're going to do something wrong, but I want to know where they're going.
Sure.
So they went to this particular niche. When they left, I went to the particular niche. And I looked at the niche, and I saw 1900 to 1907, and I got curious. I want to know why she, passed away so young.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept that little thought in my mind. About maybe another month, they came again. I waited outside. I asked them why, and they told me that she died from drinking the polluted water from the effects of the 1906 earthquake.
Oh, my God.
And that's when it dawned on me, how come that little girl I saw disappeared right in front of that niche? Now, I told the last of the oldest relatives, named Miss Virginia, live in San Rafael. She believed me. She went home and she searched through all the records, found the picture of that little girl. She brought that picture back to me and told me, since I'm the only one ever saw her, I should have the picture. So the picture been sitting on my desk 6 years. Now, when I saw her, I wasn't looking at her as a spirit. It was first thing I'm thinking, she need to go get in some sun. She was all pale and
Big old white legs.
very, very white legs.
Yes.
But I do believe what I saw for one reason. I commented on it in my mind.
You did.
She need to go get some sun.
Yeah. Now, how old was she when she died?
7 years old.
7 years old.
Now, when you saw the photograph that this lady brought back to you, you must have said, well, that's her.
No, because I only saw from like her legs down.
So the white legs you saw.
okay.
The way I was tilted, that's the only thing I saw.
But,
Right,
but they look like 7-year-old white legs.
It was a little kid.
Yeah. Do you think she was trying to communicate with you?
Well, that's what the oldest relative said, that she was talking to me.
Now, why do you think that would be?
I would think for one reason, this place was abandoned so long with raccoons and birds and everything roaming around in it.
Right.
And when I came, everything is all up to par. I think she was thanking me for that. But I do think, again, that she could have came closer, but you have to remember, I'm a human being.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
And they are afraid of humans.
Well, oh, they are.
Of course. They know what humans have did to other people. They know what humans do to people now. So why would you want to come up to a human?
Well, yeah, but she showed herself to you.
From a distance.
And her legs.
Oh, yeah.
Her leg, that's the main thing.
The white legs.
White leg.
Yeah. What was her name?
Viola.
Viola.
Von Staten.
Okay. All right.
Rita, Viola.
And you, Emmett, you're saying that you don't believe the place is haunted.
No, I do not. For one reason, it's too good of a feeling.
Oh, it feels good.
It feels very good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's haunted by, good ghosts.
Haunted? What do you mean as haunted?
Well, haunted you saw this apparition. You saw a spirit. You saw a roaming soul.
A Roman? That's what all I would call it. I wouldn't say hunted. To me, hunted means things dropping, noise being made.
Gutting, cleaning.
Yeah, this is quiet.
Yeah.
Very peaceful and quiet.
Quiet and happy.
In a sense. In a sense of happy. I've gave many tours to people that walk through the building laughing.
Hey, Emmett, do you actually put the ashes in the urns?
That's exactly what I do.
That's a really interesting job, isn't it?
Well, it's a thing of helping to make sure things is did right.
Right.
And that because I care about the particular person. Just for instance, everybody that enters into this building that I put their remains into urns, I adopt them as a part of my family.
So now, when you arrive at work in the morning, you greet everybody, don't you?
Good morning, y'all.
That's the first thing you say.
And the second thing I do, I go sit in the chair, and I thank God that I don't live here.
Is that what you do?
Exactly, that's my treatment every morning.
Right. But you take good care of these urns and these ashes, don't you?
They are my people.
Yes, they are.
Them being my people, that means the living adopt me as their family, so everybody is peaceful and everybody's mind is cool, that knowing that, hey, Emmett's going to take care so we don't have to worry about mama.
See, now that's very cool. That's a very cool job you have. Now, I would be kind of nervous over the years that I maybe made one mistake and put the wrong ashes in the wrong urn.
Impossible.
Is it impossible?
It's impossible to do that.
Now, when you get the ashes before they go into the urn, how do you receive them?
They come in a container
Uh-huh.
with a tag. And the tag has paperwork with it with the person's name and the ID. So I check the ID on the paper to the ID on the tag.
The actual cremation doesn't happen where you are, right?
No,
No, that's somewhere else.
somewhere else.
Hey, Emmett, since you do what you do and you do it so well, what are your opinions on your own afterlife? What do you think you want to do? You want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? What do you want?
Well, I tell you like this here. I don't think about stuff like that.
No.
It's the same as I'm not ready to go buy a pair of shoes, I don't think about buying them. I'm not ready to die, so I don't think about it.
Well, there you go.
Right.
That's pretty smart.
So now,
Death take care of itself. I'm too busy worrying about living to worry about something I can't control.
Emmett, do you work on Friday night, this coming Friday night?
No.
No. Have you ever worked on Halloween evening?
No.
Really?
But I have came. I guess I can get where you're coming from. I have came in the building at night. Curiosity.
Yeah.
And basically, people talk about spirit here, spirit there.
Yeah.
I wanted to see myself. I felt nothing. I saw nothing. I didn't even cut the lights on. I had
Wow.
it pitch dark.
But you did see this little 7-year-old girl.
That was about like 11, 12 o'clock in the daytime.
It was in
Wow.
the daytime. So do you believe in ghosts?
Now I do.
Now you do,
I
because
didn't before.
Because you've seen one.
I didn't believe, I didn't disbelieve.
Wow.
But now I believe because of what I saw. And only reason I believe what I saw because I commented on it.
Now, how long ago was it you saw this little girl?
That's been about 5 years ago.
Do you think she'll ever appear before you again?
I think quite a few will appear in the future once they get used to me.
Right.
Once they feel that, have no fear that, hey, he is a part of us in a sense.
Yeah. Well, in a sense, you are. I mean, you're taking great care of these
Exactly.
these souls.
I love. It's mostly for the living relatives. It's for them to feel at ease, knowing that mama, grandma, uncle, brother, sister, whoever it may be, is in a good place and someone there that cares.
What's the hardest part of your job, Emmett?
Getting to know them and then having to put them into the urns. That's the hard part, because the majority of the people, they come here quite often before that time comes. So you get to know them, you get to talk to them, y'all tell each other stories and so on and so on. And the next thing I know, then one of them pass away. That's the part that hurts. But I look at it as not as hurt because they have passed away. It's the idea that I don't get to talk to them no more. Even though I know they're not in no pain, they in peace. We the one that's in pain because we still exist. So I don't do too much of thinking about it. I don't do too much crying and whining about it, because I think that they are crying over us because we still exist. We are going through hell.
Wow. Sure, yeah. Well, Emmett, listen, man, you sound like a great guy and obviously doing a great job there.
I try.
And you did a great job on the show today.
Thank you, sir.
Would you mind if we called you back sometimes, talk to you, see how things are going?
You can definitely do that.
Well, Emmett, thank you. We appreciate the time you gave us today, and we will be calling back.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, how about them 49ers?
I don't like no 49ers.
Oh, you don't?
I like the worst team in the league.
Which is?
The Saints.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
With them. Matter of fact, I got a Saints hat on now. When I commit myself, I stick with it whether they win or they lose.
You know, that's the scariest part of this phone call.
Are you from New Orleans?
Excuse me?
Are you from New Orleans?
I'm between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. I'm from Hammond.
All right.
Wow. Well, Emmett, happy Halloween to you. We appreciate you talking to us.
Same to you, buddy.
See you soon.
All right, then.
All right, there you go.
Emmett Watson.
Scary all of the day. Oh, baby. Hey.
That one's going to be hard to top.
Yeah, that one is. Emmett tells a good story. There were so many things in there that just need to be quoted.
Do you mind if we dance with your date?